Alright folks, how are we doing? It's Shabbash, welcome back to the channel. It's Orna again, and this is the second video in our 10 minutes of tier 10 arena PvP series. Today we're loading out as Heretic Sequencer, which is the newly added tier 9 dual wielding mage spec, along with the Mightiest Mimic pet. Checking out our gear, we've got a full set of Master Forged Ornate Fey Banshee gear from Morrigan, filled with Azure Pinions, wiping out over 2000 mana, double Ornate Arisen Rings, and then we're dual wielding the Fey Macapillar and Arisen Ithra Staff, giving us over 5300 magic, but only 643 mana. Alright, let's get into it. Take some names. Oslandia first up. Fresh tier 10. Bought Deity, also bought Cthulhu pet, not sure why. Useless at the moment in pretty much... Well, not useless, the Prism Wall is fairly okay in certain circumstances, but not in PvP. And so we're into a Noble Gaia. Second up, Cataphract with the ward up. So didn't feel like we could take them down in one hit off the bat with without Snotra or the Mimic's Mischief up. So yeah, for most fights actually, it's not quite as good as Swashbuckler with the heavy attack stat. We're gonna have to Snotra first turn for most people actually. Maybe some Bahamut's and Beowulfs we can try going straight into Transference, but yeah. We're loading out both Transference II and III, giving us some options for conserving our mana. No diffuse ward, so if we run out of mana, we're pretty screwed. No backup plan. Okay, Wine Gum, Realm Shifter. Yeah, too much health to Transference straight away. So Snotra, go Transference 3. Pray we hit, and yeah, we see 24,000 damage. It's a one hit, but we only just made it a one hit. If we don't kill him in one go, then we're in difficulty against Realm Shifters. Someone in the Infinite Sky, Order. Goes down fairly easily. Luhi, Gilgamesh, 60 odd total. K ward. And the last chances, yeah. Ideally against Gilgamesh, Heretics, Deity with the last chance. We're going to switch to Transference 2 just to try and finish him off. We've got the Burn and Miasma as well to take down those enemies. As we get our first double hit proc from the Sequencer. And up to 7 kills. They warded straight away, but not lasting too long. Another 60k ward Gilgamesh with Pumpkinhead pet, interestingly enough, and yeah, there's the block straight off the bat. But then we go in with a double hit, and yeah, we're going to finish him off pretty easily as well. Another Gilgamesh, 60k ward again from Taiwan. This fellow. Oh, going with Dragon's Vengeance, that guy. But we get the immune proc from our Omnimancy passive, and that's going to be another victory. Okay, Heretics. Generally going to be fairly easy. This is one reason we take Transference, because it's obviously elementless, so the immunity is never going to proc against those skills. Yeah, here against this guy, we try and take him out in one go against this Nyx, but without the Mimic's Mischief or Snotra, we can't even do that much damage. So this is pre-Sequencer buff, by the way. This is filmed the first week of October, and it's due to get a pretty significant buff. Actually, we're expecting 20 odd %, which will, yeah, should be interesting. It's kind of, we're thinking this Sequencer is going to be the magic equivalent to Swashbuckler. If you see my last video, Swashbuckler, we can one hit a lot of people in turn 1 without even getting any buffs up. And you can see here with we've stacked magic quite high, and we still can't really take people out in one go safely. So it'll be really interesting to see what we can do when that Sequencer buff hits. Alright, Scorp, High Tyrannus, ex-Texan Army player. So we learned the lesson that we can't do over 14,000 damage in turn 1, so we're having to resort to Snotra. Turn 1, a nice double hit against this Beowulf. Realm Shifter again, Snotra. They're going, it's a Charma. Yeah, take them down fairly nicely. The pet here is pretty... Okay, yeah, the pet didn't actually use Mimic's Mischief there turn 1. It's 100% buff chance turn 1, but except it's not. The game lies. Yeah, we get away with a non-crit there from the sortie. That would have put us in quite a lot of difficulty. Snotra obviously drops our defense to pretty much 0. So even though we've got good amount of defense from our Fey Banshee gear, a wrong proc, a wrong crit from the opponent's side will put us in damage. Okay, it didn't matter in the end, but that Realm Shifter was casting Divine Bastion. Probably not a good idea for defense. Not even Cataphract spec, by the way. Not quite sure what he was playing at. Stevo down fairly easily. Lemming Bee, another Beowulf. Defending, Chimera Berserk. This guy had 25k ward, but ideally you want to use Ward of Ortonite first, if you've got it. Okay, this Heretic Cataphract. The problem with Heretic on defense is it takes forever for the battle buff Iconoclast to load up, which is why I'm trying this kind of low mana side of things. Realm Shifter, if you one hit them down to below half health, Resurgence, which is their battle buff, that kicks in, and that's when you get in difficulty on offense. They can sortie, they can crit you, and cause pretty massive damage. I'm not sure if that happens in this video. This is a voiceover. Recorded this footage a few days ago. Yeah, in the future we'll probably do some more live recording and live commentary, so I've got a better insight into the thought process, even though really what we're doing is Gate of Snotra into Transference pretty much every single time. Oh, there's the Ornate Fey Arrows drop. I thought we had it in the last video, but it's here. That's 178%, I think, from memory. And yeah, you see the speed we're going at here. We're killing most people turn 2 straight away. Pretty nice, pretty nice. Really looking forward to the sequencer buff. See what we can do with that. Basically, at the moment, sequencer, the way it works is you get each weapon is taken at 45% of their stats. But then if you're wearing 2 staves, so that's either a staff or an archy staff, you get a global 1.2 multiplier to offensive stats. Odie's looking at reducing the reduction when dual wielding. So yeah, let's wait and see for that. I'm kind of waiting ad infinitum for a second Fey Macapillar, which is really good. And hopefully we can bump that magic stat up towards 6.5, maybe 7k with the sequencer buffs. That'll be really cool to see. Yeah, so let me know what you guys want me to check out. It's been fairly straightforward with sequencer. Transference, yeah, it's a bit boring, but it does the job really well. So if you're a heretic, get Transference in the Arcanist shops. Transference 3 when you're high enough, tier 10. It's really solid in PvP. Now, this is the fight. Ace Orc Killer. Props to this fella. We proc Snotra, get the Mimic's buff, and we get taken down by Fenrir in one hit. Absolutely savage. Our defense stat wasn't high enough, and we got wrecked. Basically, with Heretic, the Iconoclast doesn't proc until half mana, which takes at least 2 or 3 turns. So yeah, props to Ace Orc Killer for getting the first death on us this round. I haven't really seen any level 250s yet. I don't think we see anyone in this video actually. So for most people, the fight's always going to be Snotra into Transference. Taking out this Beowulf gnome. Again, Bahamut actually. We probably could have taken him out turn 1. We didn't try, unfortunately. Saline using ward, which is really important on Beowulfs because they've got the lowest HP at tier 10, so ward is super important unless you've got amazing HP gear, which is fairly hard to get. And we're entering our last fight here in this round, and we're going to have a bit of fun. We're going to try and get some huge damage numbers with Ultima 2. Get frozen by the yokai, paralyzed as well, but come out of that, and it's not actually the mischance, the misturn that's going to fuck us over here. We're just going to miss the deity. Really dodgy character. Miss the Ultima 2, miss the Transference, and then after that we've got fuck all mana, we're in trouble. Get the double attack and yeah, this isn't going to last long. We're going to have to flee this fight. But yeah, that was 10 minutes, 44 kills, 2 deaths. Not too bad for Heretic. We'll definitely have to revisit this with the sequencer buffs and hopefully when we get a decent second staff. So yeah, that'll be it for this video. Let me know what class and specs you'd like me to play next. Drop a comment if you also want to see slightly slower gameplay, live commentary rather than voiceover. We can go into more tactical gameplay and explanations going down that route. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'm Shabbash. See you in the next one. Ciao.